Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever, however you are joining us. This is the I Speak Jeep podcast presented by SFJ4x4.com. My name is Neil with Simpson Family Jeeps, and we are not in Grandma's Couch Studio.
We are not.
We are not live either.
No, we're not technically live, but we're live here at Bantam Jeep Heritage Festival
2025.
2025.
And we are missing the mad scientist.
We are missing the mad scientist.
He is sick today.
He is.
And you are?
I am Jeff Shermani, the producer.
The Italian Stallion. We are joined, however, in our live studio here.
We are.
With who?
We feel live. I feel like I'm alive.
Well, talk into your mic, Rob.
But I am Rob Morgan, also known as Daddy Jeep, and here at Bantam, I'm also known as the off-road manager.
Yes, and we will be taking a moment as we record this podcast for those of you who are listening across the world, 75 countries, 6 out of 7 continents. And we're going to be recording this, talking a little bit about Bantam Jeep Heritage Festival. Specifically, you're joining us. We're going to be talking about the trail systems somewhat, and we're also going to be bringing on some of our friends from Crown Automotive who are here, vending at the show and meeting with other great Jeepers. And so, Jeffrey, give us a rundown for folks who are at home listening across wherever, what the show's been so far and what it is right now.
So what's really exciting is Friday is your dedicated Jeepers that are taking the time off out of their busy work schedules, coming down to the festival. The weather was beautiful yesterday, a little warm, but beautiful. Great opportunity. People were coming out, having a good time. Nothing but laughter yesterday.
Oh my gosh, I went to bed, my face hurt from laughing and sharing with everybody.
Such a good time. And then this year, we don't often go down to the Jeep Invasion, but this year we did go down to Jeep Invasion. We had Johnny 5 on display at Jeep Invasion. We had the customer that actually owns Johnny 5 down there with us. Mm-hmm. Had a great time down there. The rain, it just a little tease of rain, and then it held off for most of the invasion, so it was a great time down there as well. And today we did experience a little bit of rain in the morning.
Right.
But the sun's coming out right now. Great opportunity to get out, talk to the vendors, come by our booth, see us live here talking.
Right. And, for those of you who are listening who are not familiar with Bantam, I don't know how you couldn't be, because obviously leading up to it, we had Patti Jo on, remote at minimum. And then Rob did join us talking about the trail system beforehand. As far as our booth itself, it actually has been hot here. Thursday was hot.
Yes.
We got the vehicles down. We have 6 Jeeps on display, from vintage to new, which is pretty cool, honestly.
And I 7. We have 7 Jeeps.
We have 7 Jeeps this year.
We have 7 Jeeps.
And
a Comanche trailer.
And a Comanche trailer, which is a super cool option. But yeah, we've got 7 Jeeps plus a trailer, all on display, customer builds, and your Jeep is joining us as a tow rig for the studio equipment. I have to commend the organizers of Bantam, because the invasion is so many people's favorite part of the event. And it was so well organized last night. That was remarkable.
Unbelievable.
Super, super cool. Very safe environment. Lots of, so we commend the local law enforcement and first responders for making sure that space was, amenable for the Jeep community as a whole. That was awesome. Definitely a good time. If you're not ever been to Bantam, and I actually met a couple people who are lifelong Jeepers who've not been to Bantam, but they made it a priority this year. Kudos to you, because it's definitely well worth it. Rob, how have the trails been?
They've been wet, if you can imagine.
That's what I heard.
But, are the trails still open? Everything's going good?
We've closed a few sections of trails, but we have not closed any trails at all. We've been working our butts off all morning to keep the trails open and keep them moving.
That's what I keep hearing from people. They said they're sloppy and they're loose, but they're open.
Yes, yeah. I said, even the couple areas we have closed, we really hate closing any obstacles, but there's only so much we can do out there. The ruts are getting deep. We had to change to. We
can hear you.
To mud tires instead of all-terrain tires.
Right. I heard that if you were on ATs, you were not necessarily getting to go on all the more robust trails.
Yeah, the blue trails and black trails are just too muddy.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow. If we don't get any more rain, tomorrow might change that. We might be able to get some all-terrains.
So you are the person that I have, and one of the people that I have referenced in multiple occasions who say, you were telling me we're not going to get rained out this year. So I don't want Jeffrey's crummy weather report because it's bupkis. I want to know, are we going to get any more, torrential downpour or anything?
I have no idea. I'm no better than the weatherman.
Stop it, Rob. No, you gave me good advice.
I was literally told last night that you were giving him science on the amount of moisture in the air and the specific...
The accumulation of precipitation.
Oh, science, you say. I think it's bull something more so than science.
Okay.
And there is an S in there.
Possibly. It could be wishful thinking or, one of those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so it's a little sloppy, but what are some of the things that the trail guides are doing in order to ensure that people are having a good experience?
The trail guides and the recovery people are doing everything we can to try to identify the issues, resolve the issues. We've cut bypasses to get around bad areas, try to move the ruts instead of driving in the ruts, or try to alternate where we're driving to move the ruts around. And it's just whatever it possibly takes. We've been doing a lot of winching, a lot of pulling people out with straps.
I mean, I do have to say, I've been doing this for quite a long time, and realistically, there have been years with the kind of rain that we had this morning that the trails would just be shut down. So
right.
I think that, that's a huge shout out to you and your team to ensure that, that ultimately people are able to have fun with their Jeeps. And I felt that a number of people came up and approached me over the last couple of days, and they kind of appreciated my tirade regarding the fact that we have trails available to us at this specific show.
I know, I appreciated your tirade, and I told you so, yes.
Some people do. Depends on what tirade it is.
That one at least. I enjoyed that one.
But that is the unique piece about this specific event, is the fact that there are dedicated volunteers like yourself and company who are ensuring that people can get out and use their Jeeps in a controlled manner. And you really kind of don't get that with some of certainly the other nationally recognizable shows. There are nationally recognized runs or events, but when it comes to a show, I think that's what one of the main stage pieces of this particular specialty event show is, that you can go out and wheel.
Absolutely. We're super fortunate just to have the property available that we have here. And that's it. Not the same with all events, just because they're in rural or city areas and they just don't have property to play on.
Yeah, I'm calling you out, Jeep Beach. Where's the off-road park at Jeep Beach? That's fine. Thought you could try and take the Guinness Book from Western Pennsylvania. You can't. Not only can you not take it, but you can't wheel. It's fine. I'll trash Jeep Beach.
Wow.
We accept
put
that
it right
here.
out there.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, they're pretty cool in other factors, but there's not an off-road trail. So
No, there is not.
Nope.
And how's Kildu doing? Kildu, for those of you who may or may not be aware, Kildu is the private property for the Friends of Bantam Jeep Heritage
Don't you love how he asks you a question and it doesn't let you answer?
I'm used to it. This is my, fourth time
yeah,
here?
Yeah, this is your fourth time with us.
Yeah, I keep notes and I catch up when I can.
Oh, okay.
And the worst part is Rob calls me out just about every time.
I know. That's why I did it this time.
I do.
It does. Well, Neil, you asked me one of those complicated and multifaceted questions that you often do, which actually has too many responses. So let me try and answer one at a time.
So how was Kildu? Let's respond to that one. So I actually spent most of my morning and early afternoon at Kildu.
Okay.
So it was messy. We did some winching. We had a lot of issues in a lot of areas. Actually, our main entrance to all the trails, the ruts are so deep, the green vehicles couldn't even make it to the green trails.
And for those listening at home, green is what level of trail?
Green is our stock vehicles.
Sure.
So many of these are on 27, 28-inch tires. We don't have a minimum tire size, so the green trails can be challenging. When you're in
so
a
they
very...
couldn't even get going, per se.
We couldn't even get them to the trails. I mean, we did, obviously, but we struggled a lot. We had to do recoveries on our access trail, which is kind of new for us, but whatever it takes. And every participant's got smiles. Everybody's having a blast, and we have very skilled recovery people, and our trail guides have all been great. I mean, with no problems. I mean, we fixed everybody's issues. We've repaired Jeeps. We had a Jeep yesterday, broken axle shaft, took out a ball joint.
Oh boy!
So we replaced a ball joint on the trail.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
What kind of Jeep was it? Do you know?
It was JK.
Really?
Yeah. 40-inch Mickeys on Dana 44s, never a good combination.
Yeah, that is the cusp of comfort, is it?
Yes.
Not? With what ball joints? Do we know? Just because I'm curious.
Probably factory. I don't know.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. I'm a nosy kid.
They didn't appear to be anything other than factory.
Okay, and I want to know who had a ball joint press on the side of the trail.
Al Gordon. Didn't have it with him. He went to a shop.
Oh, okay. He ran out,
Yep.
got it,
Yep.
ran back. You know what? That is the beauty of Jeep people.
Well, that was going to reach into that. So there's a couple local shops. Al Gordon himself, as well as Nate. You guys are, they're not Nate. Yeah,
Nate
big country,
from Big
Nate.
Country.
So I sent him some people last night that needed some last minute stuff. Nate was working late in his shop, getting people back on our trails today.
I thought that was so interesting because there was times years and years ago that we actually provided on-site, services.
Yeah, we had the Bantam Garage. Yeah.
And so we did a bit of that ourselves, and then there was the Bantam Garage at one point in time that a dealership supported as well. That's not really something that's done at the festival anymore, but who's not to say that we shouldn't do that again in the future?
Yeah, it'd be useful. I mean, we as our recovery and trail people, I mean, and Jeep people in general, we don't care if we're here or on any other trail. If somebody needs help, we're here to help them.
Right, and that is just one of the most awesome parts of our community as a whole.
100%.
And I was able to talk with that particular Jeep owner, prior to him going to Nate's shop, and he was bummed. He was absolutely devastated because he was like, man, I've been looking forward to guiding and helping this festival happen, and so just in the middle of the night, they're wrenching on a Jeep. That's just so classically our community.
And he's out there in the black trails at Kildew right now.
Is he?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, awesome. Now, I heard that there was a massive washout.
It was great.
Oh?
There's a story.
You know me.
Yeah?
So my manager over there said there's this terrible washout. We can't run the trail. I'm like, well, that's not acceptable. Sorry, the phone's blowing up today. Imagine that.
Well, go figure.
Yeah, I know. So he showed me a video. I'm like, I'm going to go run it. He goes, you can't run that. Let's go.
Right?
So I ran it before we fixed it. It was very nice.
Okay.
So we actually had Monday here.
Okay.
They're saying 3 to 4 inches of rain.
Yeah, it's
So
a lot of water.
Our black trail, the waterfall section, ironically, of course.
Ironic. Is it actually a waterfall?
It has been recently.
It
yes.
was on Monday.
So we had a hole on there. It was chest deep that washed out.
No.
Wow.
It was bad.
Wow, that'll swallow a small Jeep.
Or a big Jeep, yeah.
Or a big Jeep.
Yeah.
And how did you fix it?
Inquiring
minds want to know.
We stockpile a lot of rock.
Okay.
On both properties before the event, we
And so
stockpile
people who
rock.
might not be familiar, are you using a skid steer? Are you running up there, dropping it off the side of the road, a hill?
We have plenty of equipment available. We have backhoes and skid steers. This we use the backhoe for this one.
Okay, and you run up there with a bunch of rock and you fill this washout in?
Yeah, it was 5 or 6 loads of rock into that one hole. Plus, we
that's-
moved a bunch of other rocks. We winched a couple rocks.
Right, you're then repositioning those obstacles. I think a lot of people don't understand what goes into trail maintenance, what you guys are actually doing. They think that they can just kind of show up and the trail is what it is. And
Yeah.
that's just kind of not the case.
And again, a year like this, when it's wet, it's live trail maintenance. We work our butts off when it's like this.
I'm sure, yeah.
That is super cool. I appreciate all the time that you've given us today and in this conversation. Is there anything else that you would like to say before we
Kick you out of the studio?
kick you out of our makeshift studio?
No, I probably need to start returning some of these
I was
phone
going to
calls.
say,
Yeah.
you're blowing up, and I understand how that can be as far as, we've been getting tons of text messages, and we have to keep saying, I'm sorry I missed that.
Yeah.
Just because there's
Yeah.
so much going on. We don't want, you're kind of a critical part. We're just a bunch of schleps who show up at the show and show up
Try
some
to have a
cool
good
Jeeps,
time.
trying to have a good time. And, make sure everybody else does too.
It's a good thing I have a lot of good managers under me, so they've been handling things just fine.
That's awesome.
But I
Awesome.
suppose I can't really quit like I said I was. I
know,
have
you
to go back
tried.
to work.
You tried back to work. Thank you so much for coming on and being part
Absolutely.
of that.
Thanks
And
for having
Thanks
me.
for everything you do for Bantam and
Sure.
making sure the event goes off without a hitch.
I enjoy every bit of it.
All right, Daddy Jeep, thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys.
As we continue our kind of live studio audience esque conversations, but obviously recorded for those of you who are listening at home, whether you're trucking across the country or prioritizing this podcast as part of your manufacturing day. We value you and thank you for doing so. And as we transition, we bring on our friends from Crown Automotive, made the trip over from the New England area. Yes?
Yes, sir. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. We have Sully and Adrian, and if you'd like to disclose your last name so people can stalk you on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, you're welcome to do that, or you can be the men of mystery.
I don't even use my name online.
That's it.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go.
It's bass fishing guy.
Thanks, man.
I think it's bass.
Bass fishing Jeep guy.
Jeep
Yeah.
guy.
Bass fishing Jeep. Well, now it's out.
Appreciate
it is
that.
out there.
Now it is out there. So, gentlemen, how is the show going for you? What is it that you bring to the table? Obviously, maybe tell us a little bit about Crown Automotive, and I'll ask, 14 different questions before you actually get going.
We manufacture replacement and aftermarket Jeep parts.
Are you
we-
nervous? Sully, are you?
A little bit. I'm not used to being on TV.
Wow.
You waited until it got muggy out to bring us
I was-
here, so now
I
he's
was-
real nervous.
Hopefully, America's Most Wanted isn't watching this. I mean,
All right, so Sully, you're going to share with us what Crown Automotive does.
we manufacture replacement Jeep parts from 41 to
Current.
really JK.
Okay.
We have some JL stuff. We're working on that.
Yep.
We have the RT line, which does limited off-road accessories.
I'd like to call that Dougie Fresh's private project, whether that's actually accurate or not.
It sounds good, though.
It
Yeah, it
does.
does.
It does. Yeah.
I like it.
Wasn't that Doug years ago was in charge of
Doug was, he was in
Yeah.
charge of
launching that line of sorts?
Exactly.
That's
what
whether
it was,
that's
Rough
accurate
Trail,
or
I
not.
believe, yeah.
That's 100%
He
how
was
I
definitely involved.
conceptualize it.
Yeah, he was involved with it for sure.
We use a lot of the RT line. It's kind of that pseudo performance, option that Crown has under its manufacturing
Yes.
belt.
Yes. We need to focus more on it for sure, at least in my opinion.
Sure.
Expand it.
Expand it.
Expansion.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get more into the JL line. Here at the show, we've had numerous people come up and ask you about JL stuff. You're like, well, I have this tray I can offer you and some wheel spacers right now.
And that's
Right.
about it.
We're working on some more stuff, but until it happens, it didn't happen.
Sure. Well, that's the challenge of any of us with what we do within the industry is kind of pushing the limits and making sure that we have quality product available that's relevant to the to the current market trends. Now, obviously,
sure.
your guys' focus for years has been vintage Jeep parts,
100%.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
and that was the original intention of the owner when it was first conceptualized, when Crown was first made. Do you know?
To be honest with you, I would be lying to you if I told you I knew his exact intention.
Okay.
But he
But
certainly
he had a
focused,
massive focus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he certainly focused primarily on 41 present at that time, which was the early 60s Jeep brand.
Yeah. Well, for a lot of people, who are familiar with our, restoration processes, we do a lot of Crown Automotive stuff. Now, we hear a lot of chatter out there, regarding reproduction components in general. But realistically, we always tell people we're very fortunate that we have products that Crown creates, because there's a lot of the automotive industry that doesn't have reproduction parts, period. So whether or not they're perfect to your 1 year, 1974 CJ Jeep, that you needed, we're still just happy that we have you guys to make this stuff.
Yeah, it's certainly a part that will work for you. And like we went through the windshield wiper thing, it's not perfect, but we're working on it. And that is, I think, an important part of being able to reach out to somebody who's willing to take the criticism and then try to make it better.
Well, and that's the thing about, for much of Crown, you guys are looking to, how can you make your products better? How can you be relevant here at the shows? Still an independently owned business.
Yes. Yep.
And so to have a large-scale manufacturer like you guys doing this and taking the product back, that's a lot more advantageous to be able to retool that product and then reissue it out to the market. That's huge.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why we like coming to shows like this as well. We do hear a lot of praise for the same thing as well.
Right.
Yeah, we
But-
get the praise. We also get the feedback of you can make this better, and we appreciate that.
We gave you a lot of
100%.
that feedback last year. I remember.
100%.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
when I got back, I worked on it.
And
You
he
did.
did.
You
He
did.
absolutely
Did I
did.
get
And
it
he stayed
perfect?
in contact with
Yeah,
me.
did I get it perfect? I'm still working on that.
But there's a
we got
number
it
of parts
better.
that were improved, and you don't know what you don't know until you know it.
That was Scott Brown saying that last year to you guys, saying what components he was seeing issues with, and he absolutely praised the fact that they came in better the next time.
And if it wasn't for you guys last year,
Yeah, we would have known no different.
Exactly.
And that's the challenge. Is oftentimes things get lost in translation through the wholesale distribution network. It goes out, and people sometimes don't exactly know how good or how bad it is supposed to be.
Right.
They sometimes force it into place. They don't have the original to look at it, so they go, well, I thought that hole was supposed to be there or wasn't supposed to be there. And, I really appreciate the partnership that we've developed through that process. What what do you guys do within the umbrella of Crown, and how did you get in that position?
So we all wear a lot of hats in the company.
Oh, well,
know that.
Well, no.
I know you can relate.
Our
Yeah.
primary focus is the tech side. So we're hands-on.
Technical support. Yep.
All the stuff that gets worked on there runs through Adrian and I. For
Everything's
the
done
most
in
part.
pairs with us.
Yep, we do everything in pairs.
They're making that official right now.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
Oh.
It's on the podcast, so it's got to be true.
So it must be true. And for those who are listening at home, because you're not getting to view this one, they are sitting on the snuggler that
Yes.
We previously mentioned.
Absolutely.
This is the love bench.
The love seat.
The
bench,
love seat, yeah.
Yeah.
for this specific interview. So, all right. So our QC runs in pairs.
We just started doing QC. They took QC has kind of gotten moved over to us.
Expanded.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
we do a lot more looking at the stuff as it comes in.
From when it comes from the origin,
Factories.
as far as like
Yeah, so when it comes in from, so let's say we have a specific part manufactured. We obviously can't manufacture everything in-house. The stuff that gets manufactured and gets shipped in, as it comes in, a lot of the times, I'd say more than half, it's one of us physically looking at it and saying yes or no.
Does it look right? Does it
Does
measure
it
out
look right?
correctly?
Does it seem like it's
Does it work the
doing
way it's
things
supposed to?
Sure.
that it's supposed to do?
Is that what you were hired for? What were you hired for?
This is a long story.
Oh boy.
So you guys know Mark.
Okay.
Mark knew that I've worked on. I owned my own company for a long time before I came to the Crown.
Like a candle, like a scented candle company?
Yes. He specialized in candles and Snuggies.
What kind of company did you own?
I owned a 12-volt electronics company. I
Yes.
owned Sully's Cartoons. We were in business for 30 plus years.
Okay.
Wow.
The times got tough, and it is what it is. And I got an offer from Mark to come over there.
Sure.
And I got hired in to work in more or less tech support. He masked it with other things, but more or less to work on stuff and try to make products better, and
Cool.
maybe even come up with new products.
Cool.
The new products have been trying.
Okay. So you knew Mark from outside.
I did. I've
and
known Mark for.
He
so
headhunted you, made you an offer.
I
Made you
worked-
an offer you can't refuse.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh wow.
I'll give you an offer you'll probably refuse.
I worked there.
I will just barely give you an offer.
I worked there 30 plus years ago as a young person. My father-in-law retired from the place,
From where?
Crown Automotive.
Get out of here.
Yeah, my father-in-law worked there for 30-ish years.
Is this a small town that you are all in? Is there a limited population to choose from?
I live almost an hour and a half from work. No.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, no, it's you've never been to Massachusetts? It's jam-packed.
Yes. Yeah. No. It's a good.
I live south of there. I live about 25 minutes away.
Okay.
But yeah, Mark knew of me and knew of my talents that I could bring to the
Okay.
table. So they brought me in to kind of try to help out with things.
And Adrian, where did you come from?
I worked in shops for years.
Okay.
I met a couple guys that worked for the company in one of our locations. I had just walked into Crown one day, talked to the owner, the founder, Mr. Gerber, explained to him what I can offer for the company, and he actually hired me on the spot. That was it. I knew no one there.
So there was a barely an offer for Sully, and then you were like, "Yep, we'll take you."
Oh yeah, they didn't give me money.
That was the catch.
Yeah, they still don't.
Oh,
This is a labor of love over here. I feel like
it is.
Crown Automotive might as well be Sims Family Jeeps.
yeah.
That's what it
yeah.
sounds like. Oh, you're a misfit? I think you belong with us. That's
Yeah.
Welcome, arms open.
yes. This is,
And now they just send us out to random places in Pennsylvania.
I was
lot.
gonna say, and
Yes.
you guys are now the representatives. This is
The unpaid representatives. Man, that seems familiar.
lightly paid.
But we're smiling.
Lightly paid.
We had a sore spot right here.
I think Woody's calling us.
We did leave our counterpart at the tent by himself, and he does not have his cell phone on him.
Oh, that's even better.
If anyone sees someone laying down at the Crown tent, call us.
Yeah.
If he's over there crying out
Yeah.
for help, like,
Yeah, I'm like, what, do you get your cell phone just in case you need us?
In
He's
the
like,
car.
Oh, I left it in the car. I'm not a cell phone
That's
person.
exactly where that goes.
I love that Woody is a long-time industry guy, too.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yep.
mean, just an absolute killer amongst inside the industry. Not really a name that, unless you worked within wholesale and some form of distribution or internal sales, would you actually know. But a lifer within the 4x4 industry. He's seen a lot come and go, I think.
Yeah, and all you gotta do is
absolutely.
ask him. He will tell you the whole story.
The whole story, huh?
I actually know the
The
story.
short
if you'd
story
like to
long
hear
or the
it.
long story short?
It just repeats.
Simplified story.
Yeah.
Ready, go.
Yeah. He worked at 4-wheel drive hardware for 26 years. And then it just keeps going from there.
That's right. That's right. That was a very influential.
Yep.
He's
a great guy.
influential,
He knows his stuff.
experience.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, so now both of you have put your foot in the door at Crown Automotive. What is it that day-to-day looks like for you guys and a manufacturer like Crown?
That can change every day or every hour,
It really
honestly.
does.
Okay.
We could be doing inventory checks 1 second,
Fixing a Jeep,
trying to,
working on a data project. We're
Yeah,
trying to expand our data.
we do a lot as far as inside stuff. Like, so we do some inventory stuff. We obviously do the tech side. We do customer service.
We come to these shows to eat your food.
Yeah, we can do your food,
Well,
sausage
yeah.
sandwiches.
We
Thank
are-
you. That was
we-
really good.
Yeah,
it was
good.
it was good.
It was actually cooked by David, who's a newer employee for us. He does a lot of our driving and shuttling.
Yeah, we were just talking to him.
Yeah.
hour to hour, minute to minute. Your guys' role may change and adapt ever so slightly.
Oh, sure.
As soon as we get back to the tent, yes.
Is there anybody there who has a set and defined role within the business?
I would say,
No.
that's no. Maybe
We are learning
maybe
so
the
much
HR
about Crown
guy.
Automotive today.
Even our salespeople will.
Yeah, if you get salespeople that pick their own orders sometimes.
We
Yep.
We know that.
Our sales guy is
Eric, he's awesome.
the best
Oh,
hustler
yes.
in the whole wide world.
Absolutely.
And he will do hands-on. He'll be like, hey, I'll ask him like, country of origin or particular location of component on a part, and he'll be like, give me a second, I'll run out to the warehouse and find it. And like I remember the first time he did that, and then it got out so fast. Like the order got out so fast, and I was like, how did your order like come out of the warehouse so fast? He's like, oh, I packed it for you, and I was like,
Yeah, as soon as I
Yeah.
printed it, I already had it picked.
yeah.
I mean, is he not like the world's like the stepping stone to Amazon? Like somehow I'm telling him the order, and he's like running back to the warehouse picking it as I'm telling him. I swear.
You should see him run circles around everyone.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He is.
He's a hustler.
I think my favorite thing with Eric though was we were doing a big order, a big pallet of stuff.
I know where you're going.
And
Yes, I
yeah,
know
I'm
the
sure
answer
you
to
do. He literally hid a cardboard sign within the pallet. And as we're unpacking the
Now
pallet,
wait a second. I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead,
a little
tell the
suspense.
backstory.
Little suspense because Eric, while he is a spectacular inside sales customer service guy, and he is a heck of a hustler when it comes to warehousing and stuff like that, he is not a Jeep guy.
No,
He
he
is-
He
does
is,
own
but
one
he
now.
isn't. Yeah, he has a Jeep.
Oh,
He just bought a JK.
Bone stock JK.
okay.
Yeah,
that's new.
That, makes
That we're
sense.
trying to lift for him.
Yeah.
All right, but he is a long-haired, dirty hippie Camaro guy.
It's more of a mullet. Yeah.
Well, that's what. Yeah,
Skullet.
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 He's a Skullet Camaro guy.
Yep, he is.
And
You're sending this podcast to him, right?
Oh yeah.
I should hope that he should listen to this.
He's also 4 feet tall.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's lying.
I was gonna
He's
say
lying.
I know Eric. He's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say we had dinner with them last year at SEMA. They-
But he's a Camaro guy. He's a car guy.
Oh, yeah.
And his license plate is pretty unique in the great state of Massachusetts.
Which you have to get approved, mind you.
You
Right.
have to literally write
Yes.
your license plate down.
You do?
Submit it to the state, and they have to approve it. So not only does the person at
Oh.
the DMV, BMV.
There is one woman for the state who does that, the approval or not.
Oh, shut up.
Only
That's
one
what I hear
person.
is one woman.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
That's
And
news
so-
to me.
He had to write this down and submit it to the state, and they approved it, and he got license
No,
plates.
didn't they decline it initially?
I believe so.
He had to say that it was a club.
Oh,
Or
that's right.
a company.
A company.
A lug
Yeah.
nut company or something.
Yeah.
A lug nut company.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a company plate.
It's
Sure.
a company plate for a lug nut company because they did actually kick it back
Correct.
for being crude. And he tells me what the license plate is, and I'm like, there's no freaking way that a state allowed this to be on your license plate.
I will send you a picture.
And he was like, no, I did. Like, it's real. It's there. And so shortly after that was when we did this giant pallet order.
Yeah.
And as Jeffrey said, it's like 4 feet tall or 8 feet tall. That's
I was gonna say it was about
It
eye
was
level,
tall.
so maybe
and
a
it
little
was
above.
fully wrapped in like black saran wrap.
Absolutely.
As we unpack this pallet and we start pulling everything away,
I'm literally pulling a box or two off, and all of a sudden this cardboard sign is just laying in there. I'm like, what is this piece? And I pull it out, and I'm reading it. I'm like, oh my God, Neil, you have to come over here. And just big, bold, Sharpie marker.
all it says is
D's nuts.
D's nuts. Because that is his license plate in the great state of Massachusetts.
That's correct, sir.
We were just dying laughing. I was like, wow, well played.
Yeah.
Well played, Eric.
Yeah.
He's quite the interesting character in that regard. So there's that kind of customer service. What other roles are there within the company?
Well, obviously you have your office roles. You have a president. Mark, he's the vice president of marketing and sales.
You have your sales team.
You have your sales team. We obviously have our HR, accounting sides of it. Then we have warehouse, which would be, we have a warehouse manager. What is there, 20-ish people that pick orders.
Okay. Wow,
Yep.
that many.
We have our kitting area.
I always thought it was just Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
He does have some support.
support. That was very vague.
We have our kitting area where they take the parts and assemble them into the kits.
You get a steering kit, stuff like that. It's all
Yep.
put together in house.
Yep.
Yep.
There's actually 2 sections, actually 3 sections.
Realistically,
kits,
yeah.
We have our presses and stuff in one area. There's people making axles and pressing all the axle stuff together.
Sure.
And then we have in one corner we have the lift area, which is where we test stuff, make sure it does or doesn't
That's where Sully and I hide.
do what it's supposed
Yep.
to do.
Okay.
We have inside storage for like the MB you see in here.
I was going to ask you about the MB.
Yeah,
So,
that's inside stored.
do you have any other company vehicles? I know you're.
We have 2
Two
JKs.
JKs. Yep.
We have a commando that we need to actually get into the lift area so we can go through it and
Frame off.
figure out the next step in its life.
Okay.
We have a WL, which is just a commuter, really.
Sure.
The 2 JKs do go out to shows and do things. The MB goes out to shows, and it just sits there for the most part. It's
Who did the MB?
I did. It was me and Adam Dunderdale. He's also in tech.
Okay.
Yep.
We did everything on the MB about 4 or 5 weeks before he came here last year.
Okay.
Wow.
We tore it all the way down to a bare frame and
Do you have any vehicles with you today?
just the
That's
Just the MB.
Just
Yep.
the MB.
Yep.
Yeah, we bring that on a trailer. Which Adrian and I, we got a trailer this year. We went through it and changed some stuff on it.
Modified
so
the
it made it a little
trailer.
better for us to do show stuff.
Nice.
And then we're jealous of all these tractor trailers that are all around us.
Yeah.
That we're hiding amongst. Yeah.
That we're hiding amongst.
Yeah, people just walk by us like, hey, look at this giant trailer.
It was
I
so
tripped over
funny
this
when you guys came by yesterday and said something about was it
Yeah, it was us probably.
when you guys came by and said what about the good word for us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 And you
yeah.
got buried more.
yeah. I
We can call you out on your podcast now.
Sully
called Mark
asked
immediately.
called Mark immediately. Yeah, Sully asked me to put in a good word for you.
Yeah.
You see how well that worked for them.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
yeah. They put
We
me over
couldn't
there
be
in the
further.
middle.
I was going to say, I
from
think
us.
you asked the wrong person.
Yeah,
See, what's really funny about this, all right, is Patti Jo, the organizer of Bantam Jeep. We haven't seen her today. We barely saw her yesterday. And what it comes down to is she is hiding her golf cart from me and Davey. Because we steal her golf cart every year. That's why our word didn't do any good for you guys.
It's not the white Jeep one, is it?
No.
No. She gets a regular.
Thanks for letting us know that now.
Yeah.
She gets a regular golf cart. Yeah, no, I was just saying. She's trying to avoid us. It's
Well,
really what it comes down to.
I'm telling her right now, we're coming for her. We are
Yeah.
going to steal it again. She just doesn't know it yet.
So now we're just going to have to put eyes on her.
I was going to say, you're
Yeah.
associated with criminals at
Yeah.
this point. That's what this comes down to.
Grand Theft golf cart. I'm in.
Grand Theft golf cart. That's
Every
right.
year. Every year.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, your booth is like a 1020, 1040?
It's a 20 by 20.
2020?
Yeah, we did a 20 by 20
Okay,
booth this
and
year.
there's three representatives
Yep,
there
there's-
to to
exactly,
meet
yep.
and greet with the Jeep community. You bring down this really cool Jeep. What year was it? Did you say?
1944.
1944.
And it came from France. It was in World War II. We got documentation on it, so we can kind of, it's limited, but we can kind of trace back its actual roots.
We always love talking about how the Jeep will tell us a story. you
Oh,
know, and
100%,
that's-
yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the coolest things. Now, do you guys were you in a position to drive it downtown to the Invasion last night?
We did not.
Okay.
More because of the rain, trying not to get absolutely soaking wet. And then it
Okay.
didn't really rain.
Only
Yeah.
as soon as we got there. That
Yeah,
was
it did pour when we first got there, and then it just stopped.
Yeah, it
And
only
was-
lasted a couple minutes.
Yeah, it was beautiful after that. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
soupy, but beautiful.
Right. It was
Not
fun.
raining.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just say we took that one torrential downpour and then
Yeah.
then it dried up just fine, which was cool. And how did you guys like the Invasion? Did you go down last year?
We did not go down last year.
this was your first
This was
time.
our first year down there.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. The amount of Jeeps that were in there, and then when we went to leave, we left at 8:30 ish.
Okay.
There's still people coming in.
How do you even put any more in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that remarkable?
They did a great job with it, though.
They
Yeah.
did. It was very well organized.
Yep.
Yeah,
It wasn't always like that, and they have absolutely worked their butt off to do it. And in the previous interview, that's what I was saying. I commend them because it's so efficient at this point.
yeah. It was the stuff was just flowing in, and we were lucky enough. We got out like 15-ish minutes early, which was just enough time for us to get down there and not. We got to see a lot of the Jeeps come in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like I said, I was pretty impressed with the amount they stuffed in there.
Did you get a chance to just stand on the hill and kind of look over?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, yeah.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
picture of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Lets you show how big the community is here.
Correct.
To fill in that spot, the way
Yeah.
they did was pretty impressive.
I mean, it's literally a couple miles long with just Jeeps
Yeah.
from
Yes,
one
yeah.
end to the
Yep.
other. And it's cool because if you stand at the southern end and you look back north, you can actually see a primary road, and you can watch them just
All
kind
the way
of
up the
keep
hill? Yeah.
all the way,
Yeah.
coming down and parking, and it's just this fascinating and just awesome experience to just see this like dragon's tail of
Yeah.
yeah,
Jeeps
it just
parked.
Jeeps. Yeah, it was pretty cool to see.
And honestly, the community supports it wonderfully. You know what I mean? All these different shops and eateries and stuff that are open for
Yeah,
people
that was-
to go to. Where did you guys eat down there last night?
We didn't.
See, that's one of my favorite parts. Is like finding somewhere downtown to eat.
We ate too much fair food here.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
We're good
okay.
for that.
I mean, I'm
We're
a fat
good
kid, but
for
I
that.
only got so much room. I mean,
I can share my meat again with
We-
you
we
today
did.
if you
Oh.
like.
Oh, there it is.
it was delightful.
Adrian's a taker.
Yeah.
So you ate.
It was good.
It was good.
It was a sausage burger, if anyone wants to know.
Fair.
Sure was.
As far as you know.
As far as,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. And is there? I mean, as far as this is your guys' second year here, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Any observations between year one and year two, good, bad, or otherwise?
I like it here.
I think it's a really
Yeah, it's
well
a
laid
great-
out event.
It's a great show.
Have you done many other shows coast to coast either?
We've done mostly the shows that we do are
East Coast.
East Coast. This is our third show this year. We still have another 4 to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might be more at this point. You know,
Okay.
Mark just kind of lays them on us as they come.
Yeah,
but
4 that we know of,
th-
anyway.
We got 4 more that we know of. But he's looking, so it's a possibility we could be out at some other ones too.
Okay. And what 4 more do you have on your
Trying to-
docket?
We have the Wildwood, New Jersey event, the invasion there.
Okay.
We're doing, what is it? PA,
PA
Jeeps in
Okay.
Carlisle.
We got
The Smoky Mountain Show,
yep.
Tennessee.
and then we have the Connecticut Jeep Invasion.
Yes.
Interesting that Toledo's not on your schedule.
I heard about that last night.
Yes.
That's the first thing I've heard about. The first time I've heard about it was last night. Someone was
Yep.
asking if we were going to be there. I'm like, didn't know about
And
it.
people are saying that it's a great,
Yeah,
great
this is a
turnout there,
great
too.
show.
So the same level of purity that this particular show brings, and while I have authentic respect for a number of the shows that you guys have mentioned.
I heard you talk about Jeep Beach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I asked Sol if
Listen.
he wanted to come up here and talk awesome about Jeep Beach.
They do awesome wheeling.
In
If
the
I could get a
ocean.
better room or a spot.
That's your thing about Jeep Beach, huh? You're gonna say your nice words now for them?
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's trying to move up the chain of
Trying to
spots.
move up the chain at this point.
I thought Neil was my end. He's not. So
That was your mistake.
And so as far as GP's fine, whatever. But as far as these other events, they are. I like to, they're fun kind of. I don't want to say they're party atmospheres, but they're definitely catering to a different market demographic. Whereas Toledo is all about, again, it's a heritage event.
Oh, is
you
it?
know what I
Okay.
mean? It's about the birth, the construction place, right? So if we
Yeah.
have the birth at Bantam Car Company here in Butler, Pennsylvania, we have the
Manufacturing end.
the
Yeah,
actual
manufacturing,
manufacturing
right,
end.
right.
And everybody is, crazy over Willys and Dana and the components that Crown is kind of hand in hand with
Oh,
because
sure.
of that market, relativity.
But this is something we can now take back with us and be like, hey, what about
Yeah.
this show?
This show sounds important to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand with our product line.
correct.
Where, like I said, unfortunately, this is the first time I'd heard about it was yesterday, about the Toledo show, because someone asked us, and I'm like, I don't know anything about this Toledo show.
Huh.
Tell me more.
yeah.
yeah.
Which
And
is
that's when
awesome.
I-
That's why you
and
guys
that's
have
when
to
I
be on the
started
road.
learning.
That's why you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
have to be on the road.
Right. So,
you know?
and this is, it's a good thing with the upper management from us, which is pretty much everybody.
Pretty much. So you guys are at the bottom of the.
We got to be close.
You're
I
at the
mean,
bottom of the pile.
at least it
Everything's rolling
feels like
downhill
it.
at you.
Um,
It feels by in.
Yeah.
They are at the way bottom.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
you got to do with what
Pretty
you
sure
got.
our janitor got you to do something for him, right?
Wow. Wait, they have janitors?
I was gonna say, wait a second, we're scrubbing sinks and taking out trash ourselves. I'm not sure about you guys.
Man.
So,
Well, our current cleaning person is also a kit maker. So,
kit
Yes.
kit production.
like I said, we all have multiple hats.
Well,
It's not
that's
just,
fair.
A lot of times I think people think of Crown and they think it's a big manufacturing place where, it's really a small business.
Yeah, it's a
the way
big,
it's
small
ran.
company.
Sure.
Yeah.
We all know one another in one facet or another.
I just feel like there's more to that.
I'm
Sully and I don't
glad
actually
that
like
there
each other.
is.
There's some drama.
You can't pry this out of my cold my cold soul.
We all got dirt on each other.
There was a lot of skeletons in closets.
Let me
being-
tell you, you guys are a family-run business. You don't tell me you guys don't have. You're wearing Crocs. Let's leave it alone.
Wow. Yeah.
I had nothing else. I had to go there.
I was gonna say that's exactly what it was. That was a complete
Yep.
diversion.
Yep.
He was actually
Diversion
hoping for that.
tactic.
Yeah.
Diversion tactic. There.
Hey, look over here.
That's right. Okay. So, as far as you guys going out on the road and whatnot, what other events does Crown prioritize supporting within the Jeep community?
Well, you got Doug and Mark travel. It seems like together most of the time. We are
To
tend
beaches.
to be in pairs a lot of the time, which makes sense.
Is that part of
It's
the
like-
skeletons
it's like-
and drama?
It's
No.
like, it's the buddy system from elementary school.
Yeah.
We just never,
Yeah.
we just never moved past it.
They obviously go with SEMA. As you guys know, you met them there.
Sure.
Yep.
That's
And I felt
Martin.
like there was a lot of weight behind that statement too. Like he would like to be inside.
Yeah.
I would totally like to go to SEMA. It's not like they don't know this.
Well, what was funny is I did ask Eric. I'm like, oh, where's Sally and Adrian? Are they coming out? And
Nah.
He's like, he's fat. He's too heavy. We couldn't get him on the plane.
wow.
We would have had to buy 2 seats.
Yeah, they
for
didn't want
him.
to pay extra for the seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were more than happy to take us out to dinner and just leave you guys behind.
Yeah, no, it's. I
didn't even get lunch out of it.
You didn't even get lunch out
No.
of it.
Bottom of the barrel. That's where we're at. Maybe someday.
Someday. You should have argued for that to be part of your package, your headhunting package. Since you weren't getting paid, maybe you got a
Mark
benefit.
did mention it, but he hasn't delivered yet.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is.
That's on the record now.
Yep. That's a true story. I'm not even making that up.
Sorry. So, all right. So, as far as the shows and stuff, and we know where Doug and Mark go to some of those those Western-esque events?
Yeah, they
and
do
whatnot?
the Florida shows. They're obviously in SEMA. Mark likes the Jeep Beach events. He may or may not show up in Wildwood. He told us the Carlisle was all us. So when we we'll be in New Jersey, July, I think 13th,
9th through 13th.
9th through 13th, and then we go directly from there to PA Jeeps.
Sure.
Yep.
So that's pretty much the shows we do, and then Connecticut's really just a day trip show. It's a Saturday, Sunday, but it's a couple-hour drive.
We're trying to
It's
pick up
not
on some of the more local
it's
Jeep
not
events now,
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not a super far ride.
Yeah,
like
that's a
we
little
come out
easier
here,
to-
we got to stay someplace. You got to eat.
It gets expensive quick.
Yeah, it does
but
get expensive.
Yeah.
We have meat.
Oh, I
We
know.
have meat.
We're not going to tell them. We got to stop talking about the meat that we're eating for free, so we can go.
Edit that out. There's no free meat.
Yes.
No free meals. So as far as
We
obviously
can invoice
Crown-
you. It's fine.
Yeah.
So as far as Crown is concerned, obviously you guys have a strong history of the vintage Jeep manufacturing, and obviously a tremendous relationship amongst restorationists and that iconic CJ era of Jeep manufacturing. But one of the fun facts that I think is always interesting is you actually have quite a few XJ parts. Do you guys personally deal with a lot of XJ stuff?
I own an XJ, so I deal with XJ stuff all the time.
Ask him about his motor.
Don't ask me about my motor.
Okay.
But it runs great.
Oh,
by the way.
fantastic. I'm glad that your motor
Yes,
runs great.
it runs great.
Does the Jeep work?
Oh, sure it does.
Outstanding.
Depends on what you want it to do.
He said
If you
sure.
want it to drive over things, we're dealing with issues. This whole LS thing was there's some oversights that take place.
You took a perfectly good vehicle.
It was my kid ruined it. Let's just be honest.
Okay.
That's also on the record, and he knows.
Okay.
I'm also going to let you know,
He knows.
he LS swapped his XJ and he refuses to cut his hood.
Not cutting the hood.
Why would you cut the hood?
Well, that's if you ask Adam or him.
It's so if you
okay
don't
to
break
just cut the
anything
hood.
else underneath it.
We have an LS swapped XJ. We don't have the hood cut.
Well,
What do you have for axles under that?
We have a built Dana 30 and a built 8.8.
I got the built Dana 30 and a built. This is going to
Ish.
sound awful. Chrysler 8 1/4. I run into issues with the exhaust in the diff housing when they
Meeting.
come close together.
Okay. Which
So we're still fixing
the
it.
front axle or the rear axle?
The front axle.
Yes.
So we're just dealing with that, and it's going to be fine sooner or later when I put some other axles in
I'm
it.
still confused as to why you need to cut the hood and not cut the hood.
Oh,
But
they
you know
think
what?
if
I
I
was
just
asking
raise the
about
motor
other
up,
things.
if
We
they
just
raise
like
the
picking
motor
on
up,
'em.
it's going to take the interference away. But I have to cut my. I would like to call it mint. That would be a bit of a stretch.
It'll take the.
I like to call it mint.
You'll have
It's
more
not
room
rusty.
for a turbo.
That's my story.
Okay. Okay. So we'll have to talk about your LS XJ
Yeah.
another time. But,
That's fine. Yeah.
So we were talking about that vintage restoration stuff. We were talking about the XJ. There are a bunch of different parts and pieces that.
Yes, we
Crown
have a lot
has.
of replacement parts more than
Right.
anything else. We do have the disc brake conversion. That's an
Steering
RT
kits.
side. So
There's
we
some
do have an
steering
HD
stuff.
steering kit. We have all the steering components. I mean, a TJ and a
Oh, yeah.
YJ and an XJ kind of
We're all
lend hands
similar
to one
enough.
another. Right.
You actually have quite a few right-hand drive components, kind of unique to the market.
We do. We do have people, but the right-hand components I seem to get the most calls for are right-hand components we don't have.
Okay.
It's the weirdest thing.
Really?
We're looking for a steering line for a right-hand drive TJ, or no, it was Radiator or something. I forget what it was recently, and I'm like, we don't have that.
Yeah, interesting.
No matter how much I look, we're not.
You guys is there a reason why you have some of these more interesting or obscure parts throughout the, what I would call 80s, 90s, early 2000s Jeep parts?
You want to answer that? Because I don't really know the answer to it. I would just say that they're right-hand postal Jeeps, the Cherokees, the CJs.
Yeah, we try to deal with all Jeeps, the postal Jeeps, but we do a lot of export Jeeps as well.
That's
Okay.
true, we do, yeah.
So we actually have a couple warehouses overseas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And so therefore you would just have a better line on those right-hand drive, where here there would be postal and kind of more
Yeah.
of an interesting or obscure vehicle. Over there, that's just a production vehicle,
100%.
where those overseas warehouses are.
And some of them, sure.
Interesting. That's very cool.
Different motor packages and whatnot, but There's a
Yeah.
whole area of our warehouse that's designated specifically to the export products that just go overseas.
Yeah, we have
Sure.
one section where that's all they do is pick export orders and ship
And that's
them out.
it.
And where do you think your biggest country of export is? Do you know?
That's actually a good question.
I know that we ship a lot of stuff out to our warehouses over there, and they handle a lot of the export customers.
Around Germany and Spain for sure.
Spain, Prague. Our two warehouses
Yeah.
are in Spain and Prague.
That's so cool.
So we do transfers quite often over there.
Isn't that
And then the
interesting?
export warehouses handle
The direct sale
the
or
Simpson
Yes,
family
yeah.
Jeep of Prague.
Yeah.
They would handle that as opposed to us sending directly. We do ship directly to some of these customers. Most of them were Mr. Gerber's customers that we ship to from here to there.
Okay.
I'm assuming there must be a cost factor that it's easiest for us just to transfer parts over to that warehouse and then ship it from there as opposed to UPS ground or whatever, or UPS next day air, what have you. It's got to be super expensive. So they
Sure,
got to do it
yeah.
that way for that reason.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, I know that we've done a lot of right-hand drive stuff. With Crown specifically, we end up some obscurity. People have gotten to know us for lifting right-hand drive vehicles, and so there is enough differences, especially in the TJXJ realm, that we've gotten some notoriety for that, nationally and internationally, and so therefore, I know there's been parts and pieces that I've attempted to source from you guys, steering kits specifically,
Right.
for that reason. That's very cool. Now, with that leading up to, I know you said you have two JKs. Are either of them built for wheeling?
Differently.
Different.
We have a Rubicon that
Okay.
We just wheeled.
was we just wheeled. It was more of a low slung, like for Moab and that type of stuff.
Okay.
And we have a silver JK that is a little taller. They actually both the same now after coming back from Western Mass.
We broke stuff.
Oh? Who did?
So we changed stuff.
So
Wow.
Adrian was outside.
Watching him break
was
stuff.
supposed to be spotting me.
Oh, wow. Blame went right back over.
That's fine.
Slid it in through the mud and it just broke a window. It's fine.
A window.
Yeah, it was just a window.
What did you slide into?
A tree.
Okay.
It was a tree branch knob thing.
Jumped up.
It jumped
out
right
and
up,
grabbed
yeah.
you.
Nope,
Yeah.
nope, it didn't jump at all. It was staying right there. We were on mud into rocks. You know how that goes.
Where were you wheeling? Was this a sanctioned event?
Yeah, it was, what was it called? 413,
The farm.
the farm, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Western
Yeah.
Massachusetts.
It actually was,
Patriot Jeepers is
yeah,
who
it was,
put it on.
Okay.
That was a fun event.
yeah, it was way more interesting than I thought it was going to be.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent.
Impressive trails, I will say.
Really?
Yeah.
How fun is that? And now, did either of you have any experience wheeling before
Oh, yeah.
joining Crown?
Yes.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is just a natural transition for you. Now we just are wheeling the company vehicles of sorts.
Yes.
It's-
I don't have to pay to fix it now.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
We still have to fix it.
I still
Right.
have to fix
you
it.
guys
but
have to fix
Yeah,
it.
But you get paid to fix it now.
Yeah,
but
we
now
get
you're getting paid to
right.
fix it.
Still not paid.
Yeah.
I get gas money.
Yeah, this sounds so familiar.
It does.
This is the four-wheel drive industry as a whole, is what it comes
Yeah,
down to.
yeah, that's fair.
Excellent, excellent. All right, well, I hope you guys are having a gret show. Is
It's
there
a
anything
great
else
show,
that
yep.
you would like to share with our listeners? Any other big plans for Crown that's coming up that you want to divulge to our listening audience? Or we'll just have to wait and see what comes out of your guys' camp in the future here?
It's all top secret.
If we tell you, we'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
we have some things coming. They'll
Yeah.
be in the near future.
And if you are listening while you're at Bantam, they brought 6 jerry cans because last time they were here, they didn't have any jerry cans or enough jerry cans.
Yeah.
Not enough.
And
They sold it
brought
immediately.
6 and
Well,
not
I
a
guess
single.
not one has sold.
No,
Not
I got all of them. If you're interested.
We're making deals
Yeah.
before they go home.
That's
That's what it comes down to.
I'm out of ducks though.
Out of ducks. of
Out
course.
of ducks, sorry.
You should have painted ducks on the jerry cans.
I think you're right.
All right,
Yeah.
guys,
Should have been part of the deal.
appreciate
You got to
joining
buy
us.
this, you get a duck.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on the program.
Hey, thanks for
Appreciate you
having us.
having us.
How are you?
We're good.
We're
How are
great.
you?
How are you?
I'm excited. We're wrapping up Bantam 2025.
We are wrapping up, and I thank you so much for taking this time because we had a number of people step on and listen to some interviews we did and talk about how Bantam went for them. And so this is kind of a special piece, and you are on our closing segment as far as we wrap this up for all of our listeners across the world. And of course, for those listeners in 75 plus countries, 6 continents. Hey, we gotta get Antarctica on.
I tried to get a couple to fly down to Antarctica for us today when I was talking to them.
That's fair.
But they said if they ever go down there, they'll make sure they download.
Perfect. But I do want to say we thank you. We value you for being an important part of our Jeep family and sharing in this experience that is Bantam Jeep Heritage Festival. And hopefully we have compelled you wherever you are listening across the globe to make this a stop in your future if you haven't already. So, Patti Jo, how do you feel as far as your closing comments or sentiment? How do you feel the weekend went?
I think it went great. Looking at the forecast at the beginning of the week, it was a little iffy.
I want you to. I'm interrupting. Sorry, but Jeff gave crappy pep talks. I want you to know that Jeff told us all that it was going to rain and pour, and it was going to be miserable
on Saturday.
No, the whole weekend. He said it was going to get washed out. He washed out.
And he was dead wrong.
I'm so glad. I told him. I said, hopefully this means I'll be wrong and we'll have a great weekend.
That's right.
It was great. The weather was in our favor.
It was. It wasn't perfect like it's been the last 2 years, but it was way better than anybody else thought. So.
Oh yeah.
100%.
And we had just enough rain to make a total mess on the trails this weekend, on Saturday especially.
Yes.
But I think a lot of people had a ton of fun in the mud.
Absolutely. I heard you had a ton of fun in the mud.
I did actually. My golf cart got stuck, so I had to have a recovery operation.
Of course.
I was knee deep in mud up in the staging area.
I heard so much better.
There was a plot to push you into the mud. Did you know that?
I knew that.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
But it gets better though. Daddy Jeep, Rob Morgan, was on our podcast interviewing when she was stuck. His phone blowing up on air was because she was trying to reach him for recovery.
He was ignoring me. And I'm like, Rob, where the heck are you? You're ignoring me. When you see my name come up, that means I need you.
I saved that story just for on air with you.
Oh, that is so good because he kept looking at it and being like frustrated. He's like, there's another call. There's another call.
Blowing up. She's blowing my phone up.
He literally said, my phone is blowing up, of course, so I got to go as soon as we got him off air.
That's exactly. I mean, he was like anxious, and I was like, I totally get it.
I was only gone for like an hour, just 1 hour, and I'm like, Rob, you're too important.
You're too important. Well, he was telling us all the different changes that were made to ensure that people continue to have a good time, with on-site and off-site trails. So
they did, and I want to throw a huge shout out to all of our recovery volunteers and our trail guides and our staging people. They had some significantly challenging situations yesterday to deal with. We did not close one trail.
Right.
We closed sections of trails.
Yep.
That's
we
amazing.
did not have to change the trail requirements a whole lot. So given what we were dealt with yesterday, these guys worked their bums off, and these women, to make sure all of our participants got their time on the trails and they had a great time.
And that's a testament to how you guys are able to pivot at this point in. Yeah, I set you up, and how you guys are able to pivot at this point, because in the past we'd have people come up and we'd ask them how their weekend's going. They go, oh well, my trail ride got bumped or it got canceled or whatever, and everybody kept saying, hey, there was a bypass or we had to run it a little bit different, but I got to do it, and
they got out.
That is cool, and the same conversation with the invasion, the same conversation as far as in the vendor area, that if there's a will, there's a way, and the Jeep community prevailed once again, is what I understand.
We sure did. Everything that I'm seeing on social, people have been loving pretty much everything all weekend. The invasion is just one of those unique experiences. If you've never been to the Jeep invasion in Butler, it's an experience. Where else do you see 1,000 Jeeps and 10,000 people all in one place?
Oh, and have that view from the top of the hill.
The view is stunning to go at the one end of the street, and it kind of has that nice natural crest to it. You can just kind of see it all. That's amazing.
It is.
So we thank the city of Butler for obviously putting up with our shenanigans and accommodating us in that process as well. So make sure you kind of extend that from behalf of the Jeep community to this whole area. Thank you.
We will do that
for hosting
sure.
that. All right, folks, we had a awesome time here once again in Bantam 2025. I feel like you guys should be frothing at the mouth, on the edge of your seat to participate in it next year. There are volunteer opportunities, there's registration opportunities. You can come and be a participant. I know a number of people, even as we are, 14, 15 years in. How many years in are we?
This is 14.
14 years
14
in.
years.
There's still people who are like, this is my first time doing blah. And I'm like, man, that is so cool that people have been coming for years and years and they're going, hey, this is my first time doing this thing.
It is. We still get so many new people every year. So there's new people coming into the Jeep community. They've heard about Bantam and they want to experience it now that they have a Jeep. And the fun's not over.
Oh.
We have Bantam Trail Fest
There you
coming
go.
up in October.
That's right. So if you
Absolutely.
are one of those new people, or even if you're a bit of a veteran to the Jeep community, you too can get involved and make this a priority in the future. You know what? Let us know if you have any questions. We'll put you in touch with the right people. Until next time, Jeep on.
Jeep on.